Hello students, my name is Ankush Gupta and I welcome you all in our YouTube channel. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss direction test, an important topic of logical reasoning. So, first of all, let's talk about its application part. So, if we talk about banking and insurance exam, like bank or insurance exam, in pre-exam they will ask you 2 to 3 questions from this particular topic, direction test, and each question will carry 1 marks. And if we talk about SSC or any state level exam, again they can ask you 1 or 2 questions from this particular topic, but in this case each question will carry 2 marks. Okay, so this is all about the application of direction test in bank, SSC, insurance, and any state level exam. Okay, so now we will talk about what we are going to discuss in direction test. So as you can see on the screen, in direction test they generally ask you 2 3 questions, and all these questions are based on first, like distance based question. In those questions they will ask you the distance between any two person or between any 2 points. Direction based question means they will ask you about the direction in which a particular person is moving or a particular person is facing. Third is shadow based question. This third type is important for SSC or state level exam, not important for banking and insurance exam. So in that case they will ask about the shadow. The shadow person are moving or they are facing toward each other at the time of sunrise or sunset, and shadow is falling on the right or left of a person or with respect to other person, and in that case again they will ask about the direction, not the distance. So these are the three type of question, or three categories of question that they can ask you in the examination. So in case of distance based, they ask you two things: first, shortest distance, okay, and second is path covered or total distance. So here you can see, if I draw these 3 points, one is A, B, and C. So distance between A and B is 3 meter and B and C is 2 meter. So you can see on your screen, like the shortest distance between A and B is 3 meter. Shortest distance between B and C is 2 meter. So between A and B, the total distance is 3, and between B and C, total distance is 2. That is same. But if we talk about A and C, between A and C, the shortest distance is different and the total path covered is different. So if we talk about the shortest distance, what we have to do? We have to join these 2 points. So this X will be the shortest distance between what? Between A and C. Okay. And if we talk about the path covered by a person from moving from point A to C, that will be 3 plus 2, 5. Okay. So 5 will be the total path covered, and in case we have to find out the shortest distance, that is X, what we gonna use? We gonna use Pythagoras theorem, that we will discuss later in the class. Okay. Second is direction based question. So in case of in case they ask you direction, what happened? Like a person, he is moving in some particular direction. He start his journey from the initial point or starting point, and his journey or her journey at the destination. So there they can ask direction of the person at some particular point, or relative direction of any 2 points or any two person. Okay, so here I have mentioned three things. First, like in the question they use these keywords, like either person is moving north, south, east, west, or person is moving to his left, to his right, or forward, backward, or person is taking angular movement, like he's turning clockwise or anti-clockwise. So all these things we will discuss in this particular class. Okay, so first we will start from the direction. Okay, so if I talk about the direction, how many direction we have? So there are 4 direction. There are 4 direction. Okay, so here this direction we represent as n, north, and exactly opposite to north what we have south. So this is by default, and this is a graph, this is by default graph of a directions. Okay, so this is north to upward, and opposite to north we have south. Then to the right side of north we have east, and to the opposite side of east what we have west. So these are four major direction. Okay, what? North, opposite to north, south, okay, and east, opposite to east what we have west. Okay, so if we talk about one another thing that is very important here, what is that? Without that this graph is incomplete, and that is reference point. So this point we will consider as reference point, because all the direction are with respect to this reference point. So if we say this is north with respect to this reference point, this direction is east with respect to this reference point, this direction is south with respect to this reference point, and this direction is west with respect to this reference point. So this point is very important. Next is, what if a person is moving other than these four directions? Suppose if a person is moving in this particular direction, so this is not north, this is not east. So in that case, the entire area between these two direction is called as north east. Okay, similarly, entire area between this north and this west is called as northwest. Entire area between this south and east is called as southeast, and the entire area between this south and west is called as southwest. So other than these four direction, north, south, east, west, we have four more direction, that is combination of these four major direction. What is first? First is northeast, that is combination of north and east. Second is southeast, combination of south and east. Third is northwest, combination of north and west. Fourth is southwest, combination of south and west. So if any person is moving, or if we have any point in these zone, so in first zone it is northeast, then southeast, southwest, and northwest. Suppose if I draw a line here, person start moving this from this reference point and is moving in this particular direction. So what we would say? We would say person is moving in northwest direction. Okay, so any area or any point between north and west is called as northwest. Okay, and that area is northwest with respect to this reference point. So reference point is very important. If we change the reference point, direction also get changed. Okay, so this is about all the 8 direction we have. Apart from that, you have to remember some relation. What are the relation? If we say north, opposite to north we have south, then east, opposite to east we have west. Okay, this is the first relation. Second, what you have to remember, northeast, what is opposite to northeast? Very easy, opposite to north, south, opposite to east, west. So north is opposite is, you can see north is opposite is south, west. Second, we have northwest. So what is opposite? Which direction is opposite to northwest? Opposite to north, south, opposite to west, east. So here you can see which direction is opposite to northeast, northwest, southeast. So these are the relation between all the direction. Okay, so that is the first thing, if they ask about the direction. Second, now we must know, like, if a person is facing in particular direction, which side is his right side and which side is his left side, or which direction is toward his right side and which direction is toward his left side. So again we will draw this diagram. So here this is north, opposite to north we have south, and this is east, and opposite to east what we have west. Okay, so here again we will draw a reference point. So here we have a reference point just at the center, and I am representing that reference point with O. So if a person is facing what, north direction, initially if the person is facing north direction, which side will be his right side? So this will be right hand side and this will be his left hand side. So toward his right hand side we have east direction, okay, and toward his left hand side we have west direction. Similarly, if a person is facing what, east direction, okay, that green arrow I am using for the direction faced by a person who is standing at point O. So if the person is facing east direction, so this will be his right and this direction will be his left. So from this point, south will be his right hand, will be on his right hand side, and north will be on his left hand side. Similarly, in case of south and in case of west. So in case of south, which is opposite to north, so in case of north, right hand side we have east. So in case of south, if in case a person is facing south, on his right hand side what we will have west, and on his left hand side what we will have east, because this direction is opposite to north. So in case of north, a person is facing north, toward his right what we have east. So in case a person is facing south direction, toward his right hand side we will have west direction. Okay, similarly in case of west, this will be right and this side will be the left hand side. So when a person is facing west, toward his right hand side we have north direction, and toward his left hand side we have south direction. So this is a map and this is a graph you have to remember. Okay, but there is a lot of students face difficulty finding right hand side and left hand side when they are facing other than north. So it is very easy, because we are comfortable in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So as you can see here, this is called clockwise and this is called anti-clockwise. Okay, clockwise and anti-clockwise. So clockwise movement of a person means person is turning toward his right hand side. Okay, so clockwise is equal to right hand side movement, and anti-clockwise means left hand side movement. Okay, so here from the diagram you can see initially a person is facing north. If a person is facing north and he is turning 90 degree, okay, he is turning 90 degree in clockwise direction, which direction he will face? The person will face this east direction. So the person will face what? East direction. So in other words, if we say, if from this point, from facing north, a person turn toward his right hand side, he will again face what? East direction. So what we conclude? We conclude 90 degree clockwise rotation is equal to right hand side, and 90 degree anti-clockwise rotation is equivalent to left hand side. Okay, so here whenever person is turning toward his right hand side, in the diagram you can see whenever he is turning toward his right hand side, he is turning in clockwise direction, and whenever he is turning toward his left hand side, he is turning in anti-clockwise direction. Just see here. Okay, in this case it is clockwise direction. Again here clockwise direction, here again clockwise direction, here again clockwise direction. And if we talk about anti-clockwise, here it is anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, again left, anti-clockwise left, anti-clockwise left. So whenever person is taking clockwise rotation, he is turning toward his right hand side, and whenever person is taking anti-clockwise rotation, he is turning toward his left hand side. So this is the second thing you have to remember. Next, we will discuss about the angular rotation. Angular rotation. Okay. For that, again, what we will do, we will draw that same diagram. So in this diagram, this is north. This opposite to north, what direction we have? South. Here, east. And opposite to east, what we have? West direction. And all with respect to a reference point O. Okay. So in this case, in angular in case angular moment, we take angular moment. Okay, we turn ourselves clockwise, in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. Some of the students, they face difficulty, like, because they will ask you a different figure in that case, like in some case 90 degree, 180 degree, 45 degree, 135 degree. But no need to worry about this. This is very easy if you understand it carefully. So just look at this diagram. So if I say initially a person is facing what? North direction. I'm assuming a person is standing at point O and he is facing north direction initially. So whatever direction we face, we are at 0 degree from that particular direction. Okay, if this direction is north, I am at 0 degree from north direction. Okay, after I turn, I take turn, like I can turn 45 degree, I can turn 90 degree, 180 degree, that is separate thing. But the direction I am facing, I am right at 0 degree from that particular direction. Okay, so if we talk about north, so north is at, I am at 0 degree from the north. Okay, so this angle is what? 90 degree. So from north to the right hand side, or to clockwise, in clockwise direction at 90 degree, what we have? East. Okay, here we are talking about clockwise rotation. Okay, we are talking about clockwise rotation. So initially I am facing north, I am at 0 degree from the north. If I turn clockwise 90 degree, which direction I will face? I will face east direction after turning 90 degree in what? Clockwise direction. Okay, if I take what? This will be 45 degree. So if I take 45 degree, in which direction? In clockwise direction, I will face northeast. So northeast is 45 degree clockwise from north, and 90 degree clockwise from north is which direction? East. Similarly, if I move further 45 degree, so I have this. So this is plus 45 degree. So this will be southeast. So southeast is at, wait, I will use different color so it will be easy to. So this is southeast, this is southwest, and this direction is northwest. Okay, so now at 45 degree we have northeast, at 90 degree from north, because north is my initial direction which I am facing at starting. After that, plus 90. 90 plus 45, it will be 135. So at 135 degree from north direction, what we have? South, east. Okay. At 180 degree from which direction? From north direction, what we have? South. Again plus 45, because this area you can see this is 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45 into 4, 180, again plus 45, it will give us 225. So at 225, what we have? Southwest. Again plus 45, if we do, we have 270. So at 270 degree we have west. Again plus 45, we have 315 degree. At 315 degree from which point? From north point, from point north, where which the direction which I am facing at starting. So again plus 45, if I do, I will reach 360 degree. So 360 degree means I am taking a turn around. Okay, it means I will face the same direction again. So again, north is the initial direction I am facing, and I am turning in clockwise direction, and all that I have written from that I have marked from black is clockwise rotation. So 0 degree, after that 45 degree northeast, 90 degree east, 135 degree southeast, 180 degree south, 225 degrees southwest, then 270 west, 350 northwest, 360 again the north direction. Now if I move anti-clockwise directions, anti-clockwise direction, so anti-clockwise I will mark it with the blue. So anti-clockwise, initially I am facing what? North. So plus 45, where I will, which direction I will face after turning 45 degree anti-clockwise? This, north west. Then if I take 90 degree, if I turn 90 degree from this north direction, which direction I will face? West. Okay, then it will be 135 degree, 180 degree south, 225 degree southeast, 270 degree east, and it will be 315 degree or 363. So this is anti-clockwise rotation of a person from his initial point, or from his initial direction. So here person is initially facing north, and this is clockwise rotation and this is anti-clockwise rotation, and these are some key values, and in question you will see these values: 45, then 90, then 135, then 180, then 225, then 270, 315 and 360. So this is the total rotation one person can take, and in clockwise and in anti-clockwise direction. Further we will discuss in the question. Okay, so these are everything, or this is everything in case of direction, and now we will move on to distance. Okay, so in case of distance, as I told you, first is shortest distance and another is total path covered. So here I will take one example, and this example I will say this: there is a person like Aman. He is starting his journey from point A and he is moving in east direction. So this is east direction, and after covering some distance he reached at point B. And what distance he cover? He cover, or we say 4 meter. From point B he turned to his right hand side and covered what? Another 4 meter. So here this is the right hand side, because as I earlier explained, if a person is facing what? East direction, which direction is toward his right hand side? No, south direction. And which direction is toward his left hand side? North direction. So after reaching point B he turned toward his right hand side and cover the same distance. So if person is covering same distance, so be careful in the diagram, draw the same distance. Do not make first line length, draw first line length here and second line shorter, because both of them have 4 meter as distance. In both case person covered 4 meter as distance, so make both line equal distance. So this is 4 meter and he reached at point C. From point C he turned toward east. So by default which direction is east? So this direction is east. So he turned towards east and cover 3 meter. So this will be 3 meter and reached at point D. Okay. Now here if I talk about total distance. So if I talk about total distance covered, so what is total distance covered by the person? Initial point is A and final point is D. So he covered 4 meter plus 4 meter plus 3 meter. So total distance he covered is 11 meter. But if I ask you about the shortest distance, so I can ask you about the shortest distance between any 2 points. Here if I ask you between B and D. So where is B? Here we have B and here we have D. So what we need to do, if it is a symmetrical diagram, we can easily find out. If it is a square or we can say a rectangle, then it is very easy to find out. But here it is not a symmetrical diagram, because when we are joining B and D, it make a triangle. And what Pythagoras theorem say? So according to Pythagoras theorem, in case of a right angle triangle, as you can see on the screen, this is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular, and this is base. And what is the formula? H square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, so this line, the shortest distance, which I am representing here with word x, will always be hypotenuse. And here how we find the distance? X square is equal to 4 square plus 3 square. So it will be root of 25, that is equal to 5. So what is the value of x here? 5. So what is the value of x? 5. This is a simple example, and in exams, in pre-exam, they will ask you very simple question. In case of mains exam, they might ask you some tricky question, but this is a basic class, so I will explain very basic question in this particular class. Okay, so this is all about what? Shortest distance. So x here is shortest distance. Okay, so this is the difference between the path covered or total distance covered or shortest distance. And what theorem we are going to use is Pythagoras theorem here. That's it. Okay, and what you need to be, where you need to be very careful while drawing the graph. Okay, if you make a small mistake in that case, all the 3 marks will be gone. Like, okay, so this is the second concept, distance based concept. Now move on to our third, that is shadow based concept. So in this case what we have, we have sunrise time or sunset time, and 2 person, they are walking toward each other, and shadow of the person is falling to his right or to his left, or to the right of other person or to the left of other person. So I will explain it with a small example. So if you see here, I have drawn sun, source of light we can say, and here we have a person standing. So if person is standing here, so the sun rays are coming like this. So the shadow of the person will be like this. Okay, because of the sunlight. So this is the person and this is the shadow. Okay, so if sun is rising from the east, the shadow will always fall on west side. Okay, in case of sunrise, because sun always rise from east, so in case of sunrise, shadow will always, this is shadow will always fall on the west side, and in case of sunset it will be just opposite. Okay, so I will discuss it with an example, okay, later in the class. Okay, so let's start the examples. So here you can see the first example. So what they are asking, Ajay walked 3 meter. Please try to draw the diagram with me. Okay, and later after I draw the diagram, please compare the diagram. Okay, these are very basic question. Okay, so try to make the diagram very accurately and try to make the diagram with me. As I draw the diagram, you also draw the diagram. Okay, so the first statement is here, Ajay walked 3 meter toward east. So there will be a starting point for the Ajay. So here Ajay start from this point, suppose, and he walk east direction and cover 3 meter distance. Okay, so this is Ajay's starting point. So here again I want to give you another information that is very important information. What is the information? When we draw this line give us four informations. First information, starting point. Second information, end point. Third information, in the direction, in which direction person is moving. Fourth information, the distance. So what are the four information we get from a single line? Starting point, end point, direction, and fourth is distance. So in this simple line we have four informations, and in the question they will ask you this information, that's it. Okay, they can ask you the starting point, they can ask you the end point, they can ask you the distance, and they can ask you the direction. Okay, so this is the first. After that, after reaching this point, he turned what, left, and walk 7 meter. So at this point you can see, at this point person is facing what direction? East direction. So if I am facing east direction, which direction is to my left? North. So I will turn toward north, and how much distance I will cover? 7 meter. So I will draw this 7 meter bit bigger than 3 meter. Okay, so this is 7 meter, and where I reach? I reach at Raju's house. So this point is Raju house. Okay, from this point Raju and Ajay walks toward east and travel 12 meters. So it is very simple to find out east, north, south, or west. So from this point they turn toward east and travel 12 meter. So we will draw straight line toward east direction and mark the 12 meter distance. So after covering 12 meter they stop at a shop. So this particular point is a shop. From this shop again they turn toward right and goes 10 meter to reach their school. So you can see at this point again both of them are facing what? East direction. So from east direction, which direction comes to the right hand side? South direction. So now they will move south direction and they will cover 10 meter. So this will be the 10 meter. 10 meter, and this point is school. This point is school. So this is the diagram for this particular question. Now what they are asking, in which direction is Ajay's starting point with respect to school? So here one concept lies, just learn it very good. So if I say A is in which direction with respect to B? Okay, so this keyword is very important, with respect to. Okay, so this with respect to is very important. So whatever comes next to this with respect to become our reference point. So here B is reference point. So on the reference point what we draw the graph and measure the direction. So in this case with respect to is the keyword, and what is the point comes just after with respect to is school. So this school will become my reference point. So at the reference point I will draw a graph. And in the small graph, this is north, this is south, this is east, and this is, sorry, west. And I will join what? The point about which they are asking. So they are asking about Ajay starting point. So Ajay starting point is here. So I will connect these 2 points and I will mark the arrow toward that point. So here we can see this Ajay starting point is in northwest direction from school. So Ajay starting point is northwest to the school. So what would be our answer? Answer is B. Understand? So this is a diagram, and based on that diagram they will ask you distance or direction. And do not forget this concept. Okay, so there will be 2 points whenever they are asking about a relative direction. So there will be 2 points. One is A, so first point, and second point. So whatever point comes after with respect to, apart from with respect to, they can write by or to or from. These all are keyword. So whatever comes next to these keywords become the reference point, and on that reference point what we do, we draw the small graph and we mark the north, south, east, west. This is just this is for the beginners. Okay, when you solve 100 200 question based on direction 10, you can easily do it without even drawing the diagram. Okay, so after that we join the point about what they are asking, and we will see the direction here. As in this case the direction is northwest. Okay, let's discuss another example. Here person is walking from his home after, okay, a person start walking from his home after walking 4 meter. Okay, so he is walking from his home and after walking 4 meter. So this is another type of question, and in this question they have not mentioned the initial direction. What they are saying, person start walking from his home and after walking 4 meter he take right turn. So this is a new type of question where they will not mention the initial direction, but at last they will ask about that direction. So do not need, no need to get confused, just draw it by assuming. Okay, by assuming any direction. So what I am assuming, this person is moving in this direction. I don't know whether this is north, east, south, or west, but initially this person is moving in this particular direction and he cover how much? 4 meter. So I will write this as a 4 meter, and this is home. From this point he take right turn. Okay, so if we consider this as east, so right will be south. So after turning toward his right he walk 3 meters. So I will draw this point. So this will be 3 meter, and then he take left and walk 6 meter and turn 135 degree. Okay, after that if I wait, I need to, okay, so after this point he turned toward his left. So person is facing south. Okay, so from this point he turned toward his left, and the left is east direction. So he will move toward east and he will cover how much? He will cover 6 meter. So this will be 6 meter. Okay, so after that he turn 135 degree in anti-clockwise direction. So from this point, anti-clockwise means this direction. Okay, this direction is anti-clockwise. So what we're gonna do, we have to turn 135 degree in anti-clockwise direction. So initially he is facing this direction, so this will be 0 degree. So now from this point, this is anti-clockwise direction. So first if we say this become 90 degree. So 90 plus 45 degree become what? 135 degree. So I have to take what? Another plus 45 degree. So this is the actual direction he turned. So 135 degree anti-clockwise and walk 5 meter. So he will walk 5 meter. Okay, I'll try it properly. So from this point, this particular point, this will be his final, and he 5 meter. So after that he will reach somewhere here, we don't know where. So what they are asking, this is his friend's home, so we'll mention this as a friend's home. So what they are asking, they are asking what is the shortest distance between the his home and his friend's home. So his home is here and his friend's home is here, and if we connect this, okay, so this distance is unknown and this distance is also unknown. So we have two unknown quantity in this question. So what would be our answer? Our answer would be option 5, can't be determined. We cannot determine the distance between his home and his friend's home. Okay, so this is question number 2. So if you have any doubt, any question regarding today's class, you can you can write it in the comment section. Okay, and please do not forget to like and subscribe this channel, and please share this link to your friends. Okay, so next come to the question number 3. Again, I will explain 7 to 8 question based on direction test, and I hope so after watching this class you will learn, and you will learn this direction test based question, and you can solve this question very easily or by consuming very less time. So third is, point E is 2 meter north of point F. In this case, this is another type. Persons are not moving, they are static. Okay, so in that case, how we draw the diagram? So just watch. So I'll take an example first. Like if I say A is to the north of B. Okay, so here we have 2 points. First is A and second is B. So what is very important, as I told you at the starting of the class, reference point. Here keyword is off. So which point become reference point? B. So how we gonna draw it? First I will draw B. This is point B. After that I check the direction. What is the direction they have given? North. So I will move in north direction. In some case they will give you distance as well. Here there is no distance, but they can give you the distance as well. And after that we will reach the point. What is the point? A. So this is the pattern. In this pattern we draw any line. This is for the beginners who are at the starting at this initial stage of their learning. So this is the procedure. First find out the reference point, then check the direction, then check the distance, and then check the final point. So I started from point B, I checked the direction, that is north, I moved in the north direction, distance was not given, then I reached the final point. So here you can see A is to the north of B. So in this direction, A and B, they share a vice versa direction. Means if A is to the north of B, B is to the south of A. Okay, so these two statements are vice versa. So if A is to the north of B, B is to the south of A. So here distance is not mentioned. In some question you will find the distance as well. Okay, so now just solve the question. So what is the question? Point E. First is point E is 2 meter north of point F. So this point F become the reference point. So I will draw F. Direction is north. 2 meter. I have E. Okay. So first statement is done. Second statement, point D is 7 meter west of H. You can see there is no link between statement 1 and statement 2. So you have to draw all the lines separately. So first line I have already drawn. Now I will focus, or I will draw the second line. So second line is point D is 7 meter west of H. Again in this case, What become reference point? H. So I will draw the H. So H, first I will draw H and I will move in west direction. How much? 7 meter and D. So this is second. Third, point B is 5 meter west of E. So in first we have the E point. So E become the reference point and I have to move in west direction and I will reach at point B. How much? They are saying 5 meter. So if this is 2 west, this will be 5 meter. This is just a, I will combine all the lines, then I will make the exact distance, because that is very, very important. So this point will become what? Point B. So third statement is also done. Fourth statement, point G is 6 meters south of point D. So here I have point D. So point D become the reference point and I have to move to the south. And how much? 6 meter. So this is 6 meter where I will reach G. Okay. Now another point F is 3 meter west of G. Okay. So F is 3 meter west of G. So G become the reference point. So this will be F. This is 3 meter. Oh, this is F. So now after drawing all this, I will combine this diagram. Okay. So how should I combine? This is the topmost point D, and what was this point was H. Okay, so I will start from this point H. So this is H. From this point H I have 7 meter. From there this is 6 meter. From here I have 3 meter. This point is D, this point is H, this point is G, this point is F. From F to the north, how much? 2 meter. So if this is 6, this will be 2 meter. And 2 meter we have E. And from that, in west direction, how much? 5 meter. So this will be 5 meter. This is B. So this is the diagram. This is the diagram. Okay. So now what they are asking? They are asking in which direction is point H with respect to point B. So where is point B? Because with respect to is the keyword and B become the reference point. So where is point B? B point is here. So B point, I will draw the small diagram. And about which point they are asking? They are asking about H point. So I will connect H. So this is north. This is east. So H is in which direction? North east direction. So C is my answer. Okay. So first draw the diagram, draw the graph. After that, if they are asking about the direction, respective direction, just find out the reference point. Draw the small graph over that reference point. Connect the point they are asking about and give the answer. That is simple. Okay. Let's discuss the next question. Here again, point M is 8 meter north of point N. So of point N, again I will draw point N. Here this is point N, 8 meter north. Which point I have? M. So this is 8 meter. Okay. Next, F 10 meter east of point N. So if this is point N, okay, if this is point N, to the east of N, how much? 10 meter. This is east. Which point I have? I have point F. Now point S is 5 meter west of point D. So in the first diagram I do not have any D point, so I have to draw it separately. So D point become the reference point. Okay. And from D I have to move west. How much? 5 meter. I have S. So this is D, this is S, 5 meter. Okay. Then F is 6 meter south of S. So here they are saying this is S and 6 meter south we have F. Okay. Next is point D is 2 meter south of point T. So we do not have any point T, but we have point D. So as I explained, if point D is south of T, So T become north of D because both points share the reciprocal direction. Okay, if D is to the north of point T, then in that case what will happen? T will be to this south, sorry, if the north D is to the south of T, T will be to the north of D. So here, how much? 2 meter. From D north, this point will be T, and how much? 2 meter. Okay, so I will combine this diagram. So how? First, I will start from this M. So this is M, and in this case, if I say this is M, this distance is 8, this is M, this will be N. From here 10, F, from here F upward 6. So if 8, it will be 6. I will reach at S. From here to the east direction, how much? 5. This will 5. I will reach D. From there upward T at 2. So this is the final diagram. And what they are asking, they are saying if K is in line with S and D, if K is in line with S and D, then F is in which direction with respect to K? Then F is in which direction with respect to K? So if they are saying if K is in line of point, K is in line of point S and D, then F is in which direction with respect to K? So here this K, if the K is in line of point S and D, okay, so K can be here, I can draw it, or K can be here. So what we have two possible position of K. K can be here and K can be in this. If K is here, again it is in S, D and K, all of them are in same direction. And if we place K here, S, D, K, all of them are in same direction. So what, we cannot determine the direction of F with respect to K because we have two possible relative direction of F with respect to K. So in this case, what will be the answer? The answer will be E, 5. Cannot be determined. Okay, so they might ask you this type of question as well. Okay, these questions are a bit confusing, but yes, they can ask you this question as well. Next is, again, draw it with me. First, point A 3 meter east of point R. So reference become R. So this is R, and point R, from point R we have to move in east direction. How much? 3 meter. This is east direction, and we have point A and 3 meter. Okay, next, point T is 2 meter west of Q. Okay, so Q become reference point. In west of Q we have point T. How much? 2 meter. Next, point R is 2 meters south of Q. So Q already have 2 meters south, we have R 2 meter. Okay, next, V is 7 meter west of Q. So 7 meter west of Q. So 2 meter west already we have T, 5 meter more. So this will be 5 meter more, and we have V point here. So V become 5 plus 2, 7 meter from Q. So we can, so here we have A, R, T, Q, R, Q, V and Q. So what they are asking? They are saying point R is in which direction with respect to T. So if T is here, R is here. So reference point become T. So at T, what I will do? I will draw the small graph. This becomes south, this become north, this become east, and this become west. So R is in which direction? R is in southeast direction. So southeast will be my answer in this case. Okay, I hope so you are understanding this question. Okay, and you are also understanding the concept. So let's discuss one more example. here. So what they're saying, S is 4 meter east of R. So I will draw S here, 4 meter of R. So R is here and we have S here. R as 4 meter. Then they are saying T is 4 meter south of P. Okay. And V is 9 meter west of W. U is 8 meter north of V. T is 6 meter west of U. Q is 6 meter east of P. R is 5 meter north of Q. Okay. So here we have R and Q. R is 5 meter north of Q, because in some case we can draw this question in this sequence. In some case we can find out the relative points. So in first statement we have S and R. In last statement we have R. That is in first statement. So R is 5 meter north of Q. So Q will be 5 meter south of R. So this is 5 meter and we have Q. Now find out Q. Here we have Q in second last statement. Q is 6 meter east of P. So if Q is 6 meter east of P, so P will be 6 meter west of Q. So this is P, 6 meter west of Q. Then what they are saying, we have P, this statement we have done with this statement, and P is in second statement. T is 4 meters south of P. So from this point P, 4 meters south, this is P, 4 meters south, what we have, T. Now where we have T? We have T in this statement. T is 6 meter west of U. So T is 6 meter west of U, so U will be 6 meter what? East of T. So here I have U, this is 6 meter. Okay, then this is done. Now we have U. U is 8 meter north of V. If U is 8 meter north of V, V will be 8 meter south of U. So this is 8 meter and this point will be V. So U is also done, V is also done. Now here point V is 9 meter west of W. So V is 9 meter west of W means W is 9 meter east of V. So here it will be W and this is the diagram. So this is the diagram. Okay. So in this diagram, based on this diagram, they have asked the question, what is the position of T with respect to N? N is not, this is by mistake they have given. So what we can, this is, consider it as R. Okay. So what is the position of T with respect to R? Okay. So R, or you can say V, because this is a mistake here. So whatever point is next to with respect to, as we have discussed, that become the reference point. So here V become the reference point, and what we will do, we will draw the small graph over V, and again this is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. And they are talking about a point T. So T is in which direction with respect to this S? It is at northwest direction. So my answer is C. Okay. So let's another example. Here, this is about the movement of the person. So Rajiv walked 5 meters toward east from his home. So Rajiv is here. He walked 5 meters toward east from his home and then take a left turn. Okay. So after that he take a left turn. So, and this is a left and walk 3 meters. Initially Rajiv start from his home in east direction 5 meters, and after that he turn left in north direction, because if person is facing east, left is north. And how much distance he cover? 3 meters. Then 90-degree anti-clockwise. So this we have already discussed, okay, in the class, that 90-degree anti-clockwise means left. 90-degree anti-clockwise means left. So he turned 90-degree anti-clockwise direction and walked 9 meter and reached the tower. Okay, and 9 meter and reached the tower. So this is 5, this distance is 5, so 9 meter is more than 5. So I will draw 9 meter. Okay, so this is 9 meter and he reached at tower. So from that they are saying tower is 6 meter north of the hotel. If tower is 6 meter north to the hotel, hotel becomes 6 meter south to the tower. So what I will do, I will draw this 6 meter and this is what, hotel. So this is the diagram. Rajiv, he start walking from this point, 5 meter in the east, then left turn 3 meter, then anti-clockwise 90-degree means left turn 9 meter. Then they are saying respective, they are telling us about respective direction of tower and hotel. So we have drawn the diagram. Now what they are asking, they are saying if park is 7 meter west of tower, so tower is here, and what they are saying, they are saying if park is 7 meter west of tower, so tower is here, west is this direction, so 7 meter means this 7 meter what, park. So if park is 7 meter from this tower, then which direction, then hotel is in which direction with respect to park. So with respect to park, so park will become our reference point, and from park they are asking about hotel. So this is south, this is east, so my answer is southeast, option 4. This is a simple as given in the question. Next is, this is about shadow based question, and in shadow based question, as I told you, there is a small trick. Okay, just find out where the shadow is falling. As I already explained, if sun is rising, sun always rise from east, and in that case our shadow will always fall on west. And in case of sunset, sun is always in west direction and our shadow will always fall on east direction. So if it is left right means person, they are facing north south. If it is, the shadow is falling on front side or back, on back side, it is always east and west direction. So here first keyword is the shadow is falling on the right of Gopi. So I can draw this diagram. So first keyword, what, sunrise. Sunrise means this, sun is rising, so sun is rising in east direction. This is north, this is south, and this is west direction. So sun is rising and shadow is falling on the right side. It means definitely persons are facing what, north and south. So shadow are falling, the shadows are falling on the or in the west direction. So in this question you can see shadow of Bala fell exactly to the right of Gopi. So shadow is falling to the right of Gopi. So if and only if Gopi is facing south, his or his opponent shadow will fall on the right hand side of the Gopi. So here we can say Gopi is here and Bala is here. So in that case, in this case, Gopi is facing south and Bala is facing north. And we can easily see the shadow of Bala here is fell exactly to the right of Gopi. Yes, it is right of Gopi. So what they are asking, which direction Gopi is facing? So our answer is south direction, option A. Similarly, we can see here first keyword evening. Evening means here, and shadow is falling to the right or left or front forward, right left. It means north south, and falling on left, because here we can see the person who is facing north, the shadow is to the right. The person who is facing south, shadow is to the left. Here shadow of Mukul falling exactly to his left. It means Mukul is facing south and Aman is facing north. What they are asking? They are asking which direction Aman is facing. So Aman is facing north direction. So B is the right answer. So this is all about the direction class and the question based on direction test, distance and shadow. So I hope so this class will be useful for all of you for upcoming RRB exam. All the best for that exam. Second, if you like this video, please like the channel, subscribe the channel and share the link of this particular class with your friends. Thanks for watching.